We are built for this network, for the strong, not the weak.
The Zone, man.
Said I woke up feeling too handsome. I'm the man in the end song. Like Shawty don't want me to dance with her. I take my pants on. Like she don't want me to get too close because she scarred. Cause her last nigga had broke her heart. It's not my fault. Yeah, I play my part like the last song. I walk on beats like damn son. She, what you find is please. She all on my dick, all on my dick. It's a little bit personal, yeah. And I hope you notice I've been working, oh yeah. I'm a Chico going beast mode, automatic like a free throw, gon' stop me. Looking too good with them jeans on through the peephole, tryna beat it like Rocky. She was tryna apologize, told her it's okay in a way you could give away the top too sloppy. I be tryna be on your body, I'm tryna get naughty. When you come home, oh shit, look at the plain Jane. She wanna stay, but I cut on my wrist. Used to cuddle the bitch. Yeah, look how I switch. I'm focused on me and I'm walking on beats. Now look what I did. I was broke as fuck, I mean broke as fuck, it's no lie. The cold shit, I just roll up and get high. Yeah. How you sell? I see blue, grass, and green skies. Told the niggas I was up next, now young and popping up like I woke up feeling too handsome. I'm the man in the end song. Like Shawty don't want me to dance with her. I take my pants on. Like she don't want me to get too close because she scarred. Cause her last nigga had broke her heart. It's not my fault.
It's that Mad Knox music.
Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. My niggas ain't cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit. I'm just living life. Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. My niggas ain't cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit. I'm just living life. More feet swag in the third dimension. No limitations, my thoughts are expensive. The devil trying to sabotage, but I handle business. Always had a weakness for half-naked women. No stranger to the concept of paradise. Drinking Dawn Perignon, this shit feels right. Boss mode forever, trendsetters. This the new era, spinning plenty of cheddar. Jersey playboy, I'm dope, I'm way better. Oh, this is chess, not checkers. Fly shit, another stamp on the passport. Lambo the same color as a motherfucking teleport. Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. My niggas ain't cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit. I'm just living life. Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, It's just me and my girlfriend. A nigga staying cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit. I'm just living life. Courtside watching the Nets play the Heat. Young nigga preach, I stand out with the black sheep. Skills on fire, some burnt up fish grease. So I could care less about the gossiping. I'm important like humans needing oxygen. Peak game, putting points on the scoreboard. So handsome, I'm plotted on by these whores. Riding out, yeah, I'm on my high horse. Legendary shit, this I will die for.
Yeah.
Entire state chilling on the top floor. So
Yeah.
major, living large 40 acres. I take the money over being famous. Ahead of my time, y'all niggas outdated. I'm God's favorite. Strip club connoisseur. Champagne pour. We can take a bath in it. Shit's round tree the name, yeah, no gimmicks. Panoramic view of the world.
Jungle Brother, what up?
It's just me and my girl.
The greatest, what up?
Niggas staying cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit.
Jungle Brother, Zulu Cast, the greatest.
Panoramic view
Julio X Squad, my brother T-Man, Tony Williams, Eye of the Storm, DJ John Moose, the Two-Step King, DJ Luke James, in the zone built for this network.
I'm just living life.
Be safe on that road, Mook. Be safe on that road. Montebello 305, X Squad in the building. Poetic Spins, built for this network in the zone. Yeah. Shit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Theory of the Culture Show, powered by, fused by, built for this network for the strong, not the weak, and in the zone entertainment right here on Built for This Radio YouTube channel. Thank you for locking in. I am your host right here on Theory of the Culture, DJ Mad Knox, the crown holder, CEO. You know what I mean? AKA CEO, AKA Mr. Take It Further, AKA that motherfucking guy, AKA Big Leo, AKA Big Jersey. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I'm wearing a lot of hats around here. You see it? Nah, but I appreciate y'all, and of course this show and further shows is dedicated to our loved ones that are in heaven right now. Main importantly, my partner Chiz Roundtree, who y'all just heard on the intro. You know what I mean? Our brother Brew from Homestyle Music, Uncle Mike, may he rest in peace. The greatest cousin who just lost a cousin, may he rest in peace. You know what I mean? So listen, life is short, man. We have to live in the moment and embrace the moments, and just, you know, drama is gonna come with certain moments, but try not to stay there. That's my whole MO. Protect your energy, you know what I mean? PYE. Let's stay on that campaign of PYE, protecting your energy and protecting your loved ones. You feel what I'm saying? For real. I'm real big on that. You know what I mean? Just turned 42. So, and it's like each birthday, when you thank God to live to see a birthday, is a reflection of your life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. It's a whole reflection, because it's like you sit there and reflect on things like D Great was talking about, if you could talk to your younger self, but it's like certain things you know, you don't regret, because God laid out the trestle board to your path. You know what I mean? And he's still knowing your path in the next 10 to 20 years. You know what I mean? So thank God for this podcast community that we got, the We All We Got podcast, you know what I mean? Where I met beautiful people, you know what I mean, across state lines. If it wasn't for this podcast, I wouldn't have met a D Greatest or Jungle or Poe or Mook or Mocha or T-Man, you know what I mean? So, you know, it allowed me to do blessing things, man, for real. So, just stay blessed up, for real. I want to send prayers and thoughts to everybody. Hurricane Aaron is, if I'm saying it right, Hurricane Aaron. Yeah, I get, that's a tongue twister for me. Is at a category 2, get ready to hit the North Carolina skirts, the outskirt lines. So everybody in the North Carolina skirts, I heard part of the East Coast up here is supposed to get like a little tail end of it. Also in Bermuda. So please put prayers up for all of them people. You know what I mean? Because I know North Carolina got hit with a hurricane some months back. You feel what I'm saying? That they recovering on and stuff. And man, if you're not nothing prepares you for any type of natural disaster. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing prepares you for that. So, you know, you just got to stay prayed up. You got to stay in preparation, do the best to evacuate. And that's a whole strain, you know what I mean? But just making sure all your folks is secure is the main goal. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Thank y'all for my usual suspects in the chat room. Shout out to all the background listeners. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that notification bell for your boy. You feel what I'm saying? Keep the algorithm out here going. For real, for real. We love each and every one of y'all who support us, for real. And we want to continue to let this thing grow into a conglomerate that, you know, us independent black, I won't say podcasters, I want to say broadcasters. You know what I mean? Because we delivering some good entertainment, whether it be right here on the Built for This radio, whether it be DJ Mookading on the Twitch side, Poetic Sins and Degraders on the Mixcloud side, Jungle Brother right here on the YouTube. You know what I mean? We delivering some good entertainment for y'all, for real. And we just want to continue, you know what I mean? For real. You know what I mean? Just, yo, you know, to grow. Mocha Bella said, you're absolutely right, Knox. I've been through a lot of hurricanes. Yeah. Because it really is one of them things like, it's hard. It's hard for real. So prayers up to you, Mocha. Prayers up to everybody who's in the states that's going through that. I know Jersey, when we get hit with some shit, it's like, yo, you feel what I'm saying? Like we still got fucking Hurricane Sandy fucking withdrawals up here. You feel what I'm saying? Like the preparation, like when Sandy hit up here, that shit was like, man, a whole like week, close to 2 weeks of just like, holy shit. So, you know, you just gotta stay prayed up and, you know what I mean, get to a safe spot, make sure family is secure. You know what I mean? I tell everybody, you know what I mean? I feel sorry for people who lose their homes, but they got life. So long as you got life, you can always recover back. You know what I mean? But let me get into the show. I don't want to make this a sad show. Like I said, you know my motto. I'm going to keep you here for a little bit. It ain't going to be long, but it will be strong. Pause to everybody who's thinking what I'm saying on a level of what I'm saying. Let's get into some, let's start off with some celebration news. 50 Cent and G Unit Studios is planning to do a whole G Dome in Shreveport, Louisiana. So 50 is taking this shit to another level. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he want to actually build a nice dome stadium dome in Louisiana. You feel what I'm saying? In the town of Shreveport, where I'm sure he probably gonna get a lot of people to come and perform, build his own festival. You feel what I'm saying? That's another avenue for rappers to make money. That's another avenue for the town of Shreveport, Louisiana to make money. You feel what I'm saying? Can he pull it off? I'm thinking so. If Shreveport is allowing him to build a movie studio over there, I don't see the difference of them, you know what I mean, actually just getting the permits if they got the landscape over there to just make that happen. And if 50 Cent could bring that awareness for the for the things that he has, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So big ups to 50 Cent, you know what I mean, for making that happen. SZA announced as artistic director of the company Vans. So insert applause. Word to my man Jungle for 50 Cent and SZA. I'm just proud of another black female in the seat, being an artist, being artistic. You feel what I'm saying? And everything. That's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know what I mean? That's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So shout out to Jersey's own SZA for doing that. For real, for real. Again, woman of black and brown color is just real beautiful. Just real beautiful. For real. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You feel what I'm saying? For real. So hold on, everybody. Your boy Knox will be right back.
They say that
Alright, I'm back. I apologize to everyone. We got some rain over here, so people looking this way right now. But shout out to 50 Cent, shout out to SZA announcing that for real. That's real big of her becoming an artistic director of Vans. Vans is a big popular company, if you don't know, especially in the skateboarding community. Vans sneakers and stuff and clothing is a big thing. So shout out to her. Let me see if I can pull up chat because my phone been tweaking. Oh, there you go. Tony said, I heard Cat Williams is about to open up a studio. Big up the Cat, man. Big up to everybody who's getting on the level of entrepreneuring and doing stuff they self. You feel what I'm saying? Like as much as a lot of people don't like Tyler Perry or Mike like Tyler Perry, one thing he do, him, Oprah, all of them, they set the blueprint for, yo, you can open up your own studio and do the work yourself. Steady, depending on the Lionsgates, the, you know what I mean, MGMs and the Amazon studios and the Netflix studios and all of them. You can actually, you know what I mean, open up your own thing. And yo, I love it. I love it. Yeah, Tony said, Brocabella said, congratulations to SZA. Yup, that's real big. That's real big. That's real big. Tony said, we need more black million and billionaires to do that. That's a fact, see? That's a fact. Yup. He said, join together with Byron Allen. Yeah, Byron Allen's another one. You know what I mean? And Byron Allen is probably He don't get the mentions, but that's the people who's really stacking that heavy paper, the solid ones. You know what I mean? Like, you know his name and you know the conversation he be in, but that man got a lot of investments in some things. So I agree with you. Yeah, Mocha, I'm getting ready to get into that now. Shout out to my sister Stacy in the building. What's going on, Stace? Tamar Braxton almost died. Mocha Bella just put in here. Knox, have you heard Tamar Braxton? She almost died on Sunday. She woke up in a pool of blood and didn't know about the circumstances on what occurred. Yes. That was on my list, Mocha. So we on the same frequency for real. And she said she got a damaged nose. I don't know, and she lost some teeth. Now, when I don't want to judge. But she was in the Tamar was in a if I'm not mistaken, someone please correct me. You know what I mean? She was in an abusive relationship before. You feel what I'm saying? And I think she said a friend found her and woke her up. So it could, I don't know Tamar's lifestyle behind closed doors. We don't know. You know what I mean? We could go by what they say allegedly or whatever. It could be somebody that she might be dating could abuse her, or she could possibly been drugged. You feel what I'm saying? And for you not to have no memory of what happened is, you know what I mean? I don't know. Tony said it sounded like she fainted face first. And that could be possible too. It could have been a thing where she just had a moment of blackout. She might not have, you know what I mean? Blood pressure could have been high. Not enough nourishment. Blood pressure could have been low where she fainted. You know what I mean? We don't know. Like I said, I don't know the lifestyle of it. You know what I mean? I don't know if she's, you know what I mean? Like, if you in that realm of the industry, first of all, thank God she's okay. Thank God she's okay. She's alive. You know what I mean? But it's like when your friend finds you in a pool of blood and you don't have no recollection of how it happened, that is scary. Because I think she went on an Instagram post and said something about her mental state too. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't know if it's medication she taking, if it's, you know what I mean, that tweaked her out. We don't know. We just blindsided. But the main thing is, my whole thing is, thank God she's okay and alive to actually Instagram, tweet out whatever she doing. And, you know, our deepest prayers goes out to her. You feel what I'm saying? Tony said her family is plagued with illness. That is true. That is true, T-Man. That is true. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we don't know. And Tamar is only, what, every bit of like 48? She's the baby of the family, so she's like approaching 50. So, like you said, T-Man, her family is plagued with illness. We don't know if she's on a medication. We don't know if she's anemic. We don't know if she's hypertension. We don't know what's going on with her frequency of her body or anything. You know what I mean? And even with that said, it's important that we get to these doctors, man. You know what I mean? It's important that we get to these doctors and just do a self-check. Just like if you take your car to get a tune-up, you got to do that to your own self-body. You got to get that tune up. You feel what I'm saying? Check it all for real. If you got the insurance or and the means to go to the doctor, get your blood work, get your everything done, urine, cholesterol, you know what I mean? You know, us fellas, we got to go get the colon check. Women, y'all got to get your pap smear and all that stuff. Get all of this stuff done. You feel what I'm saying? Because we an adult for the rest of our lives. We not young no more. Our childhood, we only a child and teenager once, and that's gone. You feel what I'm saying? Once you become an adult, especially peaking, I won't say peaking, when you hit, I want to say nowadays, mid-30s to late 30s, approaching your 40s and up, you got to take your health more serious. I mean, serious. You know what I mean? That's straight up. Health ain't nothing to play with. Health is your best currency you got than the money in your pocket. For real. Because if you ain't here to spend that goddamn paper, what does it mean? For real. Shout out to Amber Hanson in the building, my Leo sister. What up, Am? Appreciate you coming in, rocking with me. You know, but prayers up to Tamar, man. I hope more details come out. You know what I mean? They say she did say she suffered for a broken nose and her teeth is gone. And I know most of that stuff is her image because she is an entertainer. So, you know, again, hopefully, we get more details to come out about what happened. Hopefully, if she's willing to share with us. But, you know, a lot of people, and the internet gonna be interneting. Just be aware. The internet is gonna, that's why I said I can only be allegedly over here. Because we don't know unless the actual source from the person comes out and says XYZ. You feel what I'm saying? So the internet might have aspects of it being abuse, or she might be taking a certain medication. But I'm kind of leaning on the side of T-Man, because if her family traditionally has health issues, genetically, it can be that. It can be that. For real. It really can. Mocha Bella said health is wealth. Yes. All the time. For real. So prayers up to Tamar Braxton, and hopefully she get better, because she's saying, you know, for her to wake up and not remember that, I know that mentally, that alone, when you wake up and don't know how the hell blood is on the floor and broken nose and no teeth, and just to say, yo, where you lost enough blood to where you almost died, that is mentally, that shit is the most scariest shit ever. And thank God, whoever the friend is, that person, God has really pushed that person into that area to check on Tamar. Because let's just say this, if that person wouldn't have showed up, this would have been a whole different conversation. I'm being real with you. You know what I mean? So thank God for that. Speaking of that, New York City, we had a shooting up here in a nightclub this past weekend where the two gunmen knew each other. They saying it's allegedly gang. I don't know. But I know the two gunmen definitely had beef with each other. You feel what I'm saying? So they shot each other, got killed. One other person they looking for, and an innocent 27-year-old male that was just partying in the nightclub has passed away. This is why I don't really go out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't go out. I do like a cool lounge or something, but it gotta be a certain age group in that lounge. I don't do no young people lounges. I don't do none of that stuff. Nope, 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 nope. I really don't. I really, really don't. That is real. Amber said, if your health is good or decent, don't take it for granted. Life can change in an instant. That's real. That is real. And you preaching. Amen to that. For real. Amen to that. Yep. Amen to that. So that's why I say a lot of people always thank God for the big blessings, but you have to count the small blessings of touching, feeling, standing, seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got people who wish they can walk that's in a wheelchair for the rest of their life. You got people with no hands that wish they could feel a certain way. You got blind people who wish they can visually see. Deaf people who wish they could hear normal. And we have these things and we take advantage of it. That's, man, listen, I don't want to get on here and be a pastor, but every day before I even roll out my bed and look at my ceiling, and thank God I'm looking at the ceiling. I got all my limbs. I'm tasting, I'm seeing, I'm feeling, I'm getting ready to stand. Thank you, God. You feel what I'm saying? I'm walking. Thank you, God. You know what I mean? How many times when you get up out the chair and that bone be aching, you feel what I'm saying? That age be aging on you. You like, whoa. But you come back into your normal health being and start walking to your normal pace. Thank God. Thank God. You have to thank him. For real. I'm telling you. Because it's a man, you got to. You have to. Count your small blessings every day. Please do. Because your small blessings will equal up or pass the certain amount of the big blessings you get in life. And that's real. That is real. That is real. Tony say, thank God for everything, the things seen and unseen. Amen to that. Yep. 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 Uncle Bella said, every day I walk out my house for work, I ask God to bring me back home safe. You have to. You have to. You have to. So prayers up to that innocent 27-year-old kid who just went out to have a good time at a nightclub. You feel what I'm saying? And now his parents, his family members can't see him again because you got some knuckleheads out here who's just don't care where they at and want to shoot up stuff. And it's sad. This generation is just, they don't get it, man. They don't get it, and I don't think they never will get it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of them things, like, they have no regards for life. They have no regards for life. And it's just sad. It's just sad. And I kind of, thank God I got my son, he's 22. You feel what I'm saying? And I just thank God he turned out to be the man that I wanted him to be. You feel what I'm saying? And not being out here rowdying, not a knucklehead, not none of that. You know what I mean? And that, hey, that comes from the cloth of, you know what I mean, disciplining your child. You know what I mean? Making sure they have what they want, but not to spoil you. What's the old saying? Spare the rod, spoil you the child, spare the rod. One of them, I might be saying it wrong, but I know it's in the contents of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Mocabella says, always the innocent bystanders that get killed, sorry to say. Yeah, and that's what's sucks about that whole thing, Mocha. You right. And you know, because it's like people just go to a regular nightclub to just have fun, get out, enjoy. You know what I mean? Probably make a moment with your friends or whatever. Probably in NYC, you know, it's the summertime. He probably got some folks from out of town. They probably some college. I don't know the guy whole backstory, but let's just say for the sake of saying that, you know what I mean? He's just one of them guys who just work or just want to chill or just nobody goes to a nightclub expecting to get killed. I you know what I mean? Like, what? And on a contrary, he's 27, still live life ahead of him, still full of life, and it cut short. Spirit of Ra, spoil you the child. Thank you, T-Man. And it's just sad, man. It's just sad. It's just real sad. I just don't get that part of the whole violence thing. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like, and I've said this multiple times on the Jersey Connect show, when you got these young guys that's playing with guns and don't have no regards for life, why we can't send them type of boys to the Army, to the Navy, to some type of military joint? If they want to be so gun-ho and gun-triggered and stuff, let's send them boys to the military. Let's see how they fare in these foreign countries where you got these kids strapped up 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, strapped up with fucking bombing vests, suicide vests and shit, come after them full-fledged. Let's see how that reaction be. Because if you got no regards of life of here, let's see how you do in a country where motherfuckers is really ready to die for the cause of what they believe in. And these are 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old kids that strapped up know how to fucking shoot a RPG fucking missile and shit. Raised to do that shit. Cause if you so big and bad over here to want to kill and do that, let's see you do that shit on some military shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, man, that's why I said, I mean, if coming up we have fights, the most you got is stabbed or hit across the head with a bottle, maybe a bat, something like that. But you definitely got stabbed when we was coming up fighting. You feel what I'm saying? You only hear about a shooting once in the blue. But it's like, at the end, the most you got was that $150 box cutter. You know what I mean? People broke fucking bottles on the motherfucking sidewalk. Boom, want to cut her, poke her. You know what I mean? That's it. That's the most you ever got. Now, we don't got no programs like that to keep these kids out of these streets like that. You feel what I'm saying? And even the most talented person that's probably musically inclined, he's so caught up in the street life that he don't even know how to make the transition to the good life. And even when he get into the good life or making money off of the music or whatever he does, he's still doing street shit. Why? Why? You made it. You got your mama house, your sister set up, your kids set up, and you still want to do the street shit over what? Over what? Entertainment value? Street cred? I don't know. I just look at shit different now, man. And that's why I say I count my blessings every time, because all of that shit is just beyond crazy to me. The rapper Lil Yachty, he faced backlash over his one of his lyrics that leaked out that he mentioned George Floyd in it. The lyric, end quote, this is what he said, this is the bar, and this is why I named this show Read the Room. His bar said, I put my knee on her neck, I went George Floyd. Bro. I don't understand the logic of that bar. I put my knee on her neck, I went George Floyd. Like, read the fucking room. Matter of fact, read the fucking world. This man got choked out live, died live under another white man's knee, and you want to use that bar or his death to make it into a rap to describe what you did to a female. It's just the dumbest shit. These fucking rappers don't fucking think. I mean, and at the end of the day, my thing is too, and I'm gonna read y'all chat. My thing is too, if you the engineer recording this shit, or whoever the crew it is in the studio with him, somebody should have stopped the motherfucker and told him to take out that fucking line. I'm not even, like, I'm blaming Yachty for writing this shit, but if the way technology is, somebody in that room could have had common fucking sense to say, bro, you shouldn't do that bar. I don't give a fuck if you don't release the shit or you do release the shit or not. Somebody should have had common fucking sense to say that shit to that man. And be like, bro, I don't think that's a good idea to do that. For real. Who is the people around these motherfuckers? Like, if you don't got nobody really checking you on that shit, you need some new motherfuckers around you. For real. I don't give a damn if I'm the engineer recording that shit. If I'm white, if I'm Chinese or whatever, and this motherfucker paying me just to push a button, I would have been like, hey, excuse me. I don't think you should do that motherfucker bar. I don't think so. They would have had to fire me in that motherfucker. I'm serious. If I was there, you would have had to fire me and I wouldn't give two fucks, because my moral and conscious compass would have told Yachty ass that shit ain't fucking cool. That shit is the most distasteful ass thing another human being can do. And let's rewind back, because Yachty's favorite rapper is Lil Wayne. When Lil Wayne had an Emmett Till line, and I can't think of the song, please forgive me. It was I don't know if it was a freestyle or actual verse, but fuck it, Lil Wayne mentioned Emmett Till in the shit, And I think we talked about it on Theory of the Culture back in 2020. And that shit is like the most distasteful thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get that part. I don't get that part at all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. Tony said disrespectful. Poe said shaking my head. Mocha Bella said, out of respect to George Floyd family, I would be highly upset. You fucking right. I would have sued the shit out of Yachty. I would have sued the shit out of him. Defamation like a motherfucker. I would have sued the shit out of him. Straight up. Straight up. You saying that shit because you describing a female? And then, motherfucker, the way the prosecution and DEA and the district attorneys and shit are using fucking lyrics towards rappers, that sound like a motherfucker form of sexual abuse to me. If you putting a knee on a motherfucker while you getting at her, you feel what I'm saying? Now, if this person, if he really did that to a fucking female, and this person actually come forward and say, yes, I'm want to sue Yachty. He did do that to me, and he mentioning on the lyrics he was talking about with the George Floyd reference, that was me. You fucked yourself. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful what the fuck you writing on this shit, bruh. Just dumb. Just fucking dumb. I hate dumb shit. I really do. Amber said, wow, it's bad enough that the other races disrespect him, but it hurts even when it's our own that does this. Yes. Yes. Truck D in the building. What's going on, Truck D? Truck D Fantasy Football Show will be on 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check it out right here on the Built for This Radio YouTube channel. But yeah, man, Yachty gets the use a fuck boy type shit award. Use a fuck boy. Like, you, bruh. I'm just, that shit is distasteful. It's just no class. It's just, first of all, I mean, Yachty got a fan base, and that's this young generation here. I don't listen to the kids' music. But when that shit had the internet raving like it did, and I wish I could play it, because if I could play it, I would let y'all hear it. But YouTube be fucking blocking shit and striking us and shit. So I try to stay away from certain music audio. But that shit is just the most distasteful shit ever. And now whoever that girl is, if she come, and if I report to y'all that the girl fucking came forward to say Lil Yachty sexually abused her from that fucking bar, that would be karma out the ass. That would be straight karma. For real. That shit is distasteful, man. That shit is real fucking distasteful. And I'm with Mocha. I'm upset just talking about it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm upset talking about it. Then they said Steven Jackson, ex-NBA player who knew George Floyd, got at Lil Yachty. He said Lil Yachty did come to him and apologize. This is from my notes for what I read before the show. Lil Yachty did come and apologize to him. You know what I mean? Because I guess Stephen A. Jackson went on Twitter and motherfucker was getting at Yachty with some shit, and rightfully so, because Stephen Jackson fucking knew George Floyd. You feel what I'm saying? So he, for what the notes is saying, he got at Yachty on Twitter, later deleted the tweet because Yachty came and apologized to him personally. Yachty shouldn't even be apologizing to Steven Jackson. He should be making a public apology to fucking George Floyd family. How about this? Your next show, you should be making a monetization donation to the George Floyd Foundation or doing something to his family way, making sure his daughter okay. You feel what I'm saying? If you really heartfelt about it, because you said something to Steven Jackson, you should have went on all your social medias and apologized for it. Within that realm of what was, within 24 hours, 48 hours. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all here long. I just wanted to touch into some topics real quick. Again, make sure y'all check out Truck D after me, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? Me and Chief ain't do a show yesterday, but we gonna do a show tomorrow, 7 p.m. because Poetic Sins will not be doing the House of Sin. She got to make some important moves tomorrow and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Shout out, her kids get ready to actually start school. So, shout out to my nephews, Jabari and Kyrie, get ready to start new year, new school. So may them and everybody, kids and grandkids, have a happy school year. You know what I mean? For real. I know mine's get ready to get out of here in the next 2 weeks after Labor Day. So I can't wait. But I hope they all have a great school year for real. So the Jersey Connect show will be on from 7 p.m. to 9 tomorrow. Check that out. Fabulous Friday, DJ Mukadeen. You know what I mean? And DJ Amp B, 6 to 8, 8 to 10 on Twitch. I'm blacking out. Twitch. You know what I mean? This Saturday is the premiere of the Spin the Block Saturdays. You feel what I'm saying? So if you didn't, because I know life be lifing and stuff like that. So if you didn't catch Mukadeen live or you didn't catch Poetic Sins live or whatever, what I do on the Built for This Network Miss Cloud page is take them actual mixes that was live and put them up on Miss Cloud so you could just check them out on your leisure time of waking up, cleaning the house, you know what I mean, getting ready for company or doing what you're doing on your Saturday, you know what I mean? And then Sunday, you got the Abstract Lounge on Mixcloud, Raw Truth Radio with Poetic Sins, and DJ Mukadeen's Soulful Bounce. He changed the name from Soulful Gospel Sundays to Soulful Bounce. Soulful Bounce, because Mook always bouncing on them Sundays. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you can't make it to church on that Sunday, y'all make sure y'all tune into DJ Mukadeen from 1 to 3 on Twitch. I'm telling you. He gonna leave you with a word musically. Last but not least, Young Thug got another victory. Fulton County Georgia is get ready to appeal it, but he won. The judge ordered the prosecution for Fulton County, which is Fonnie Willis' office, to give Young Thug his property back, which they had seized $150,000 in cash, a 2022 Corvette, a 2022 Porsche, and a 2018 Lamborghini. I'm telling you. So Fulton County, I'm guessing they're gonna try to appeal it. I don't know how they're gonna appeal it. I don't think they even gonna win the appeal, because if the man never committed nothing and y'all didn't find nothing in a sense of a strong evidence to convict Young Thug, then y'all gonna have to come out, give that man all his shit back. $150,000 in cash, 2022 Corvette, 2022 Porsche, and the 2018 Lamborghini. And let that shit be damaged if you want. If any of them goddamn cars that I named, because I know the Corvette itself is a $50,000, $60,000 car. You know what I mean? And the Lambo and the Porsche itself, the Lambo is about a good 300,000. A 2018, that's still about a good 300. That 2022 Porsche, which is probably a motherfucking 911, that shit is another 200,000. If that shit is damaged, Fulton County gonna be broke as shit. Cause I guarantee you, Young Thug gonna sue the shit out of whoever it may concern. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna sue the shit out of the county. He gonna sue the shit out of the state to motherfucking let them know this was damaged. Got a scratch here. This was damaged. So Fonnie Willis taking a big time L. So remember, thoughts and prayers for those in need, man. Thoughts and prayers. To recap what I said, if you just coming in or just listening, Jungle said Moot be digging in them crates with them songs I never heard of. Yeah, Moot goes in, man. Two Step King goes in. For real. 50 Cent, G Unit Studios planning to open up G Dome in Shreveport, Louisiana. SZA announced that she's the artistic director of the company Vans. Thoughts and prayers goes out to Tamar Braxton, who woke up in a pool of blood, broken nose, you know what I mean, lost some teeth, and she didn't remember how it happened. So again, big time thoughts and prayers to her. You feel what I'm saying? Lil Yachty with his bullshit bar, getting at George Floyd, is just the most distasteful thing I ever heard in rap. Cause I'm not calling that hip hop. That ain't hip hop. That's fucking just bullshit. Dr. Seuss ass lyrics that you use as somebody deaf to describe something you did to a female. Is just distasteful. Thoughts and prayers out to the young man who died in the NYC shooting over here at the nightclub. You know what I mean? Again, they still looking for one, the shooter. You know what I mean? Young Thug wins his property lawsuit. You know what I mean? And listen, I love each and every one of y'all. Also, thoughts and prayers of this storm that's getting ready to go down probably in the next couple of hours, because I'm keeping a tracker, and that's why I'm looking at my phone as the alerts keep coming across, and it's getting closer and closer to the outskirts of North Carolina. I think it already struck. They saying is in a mix of striking Bermuda, and somewhere in the lines up here in the East Coast, which is like, you know what I mean, where the beaches are, basically like South Jersey, you know what I mean, upstate New York and stuff like that. You know, Jungle Brother say, Crown Holder, I'm looking at your immunity contract, which stipulates 5 shows a week, with Candy Liquor missing 2 shows and Poe not doing her show. That count for the week is 4. So let me read this one more time. Crown Holder, I'm looking at your immunity contract, which stipulates 5 shows a week. Okay. With a Candy Liquor missing 2 shows and Poe not doing her show. That count for the week is 4, sir. Okay. I'm trying to think. 1, 2. If you talking about being on this network, Thursday we still got Sam and Nadi in the game. Shout out to them. We had Chief didn't do one Monday because he had a doctor's appointment that required him to take some shots. So he didn't do no show Monday. But the Raw side of things with Bam Bam and Nadi did come on. Okay. We missed the show Tuesday, Jersey Connect, which we're making that up on Thursday. I did Daria the Culture today. And then Moot is coming on Friday, Aunt B. And then we premiering a new show on Saturday. Okay. At the end of the day, we still good. And Truck D get ready come on right after me. So we like Poe say, we still at 5. So what are you saying, sir? What are you saying? You know what I mean? What are you saying? Prayers up to Poe. Poe just had a death in her family too. You know what I mean? Her godmother, so she's going to do it. Again, condolences, prayers and big time condolences who all in need. You know what I mean? For real. And her uncle is in the hospital, so big time prayers up. Big time prayers up, Poe. Make sure Monday, coming up this Monday, Poetic Sins versus DJ K3 Gudio Gumbo battle is going down on a Monday. Mixcloud, D Greatest, putting it on. Playlist, 9 tracks. You know what I mean? 3 up tempo, 3 hip hop, 3 slow jams. Let's see who gets the crown out of the twin nation of, you know what I mean, of K3 and Poe. Shout out to Mocha Bella who got her victory over her twin DJ Chuck. You know what I mean? For real. Shout out to you, Mocha. Put on a decent clinic. A real decent clinic. And Chuck, you know what? I wasn't gonna say nothing, but Chuck, you from Chicago, Chuck. Come on, Chuck. You from Chicago, bro. You from one of the meccas of house music, bro. You know what I mean? Come on, Chuck. Yo, up tempo should have been a flawless victory. For real. Man, I was disappointed. But shout out to Mocha Bella. Mocha Bella bought some shit. She bought some shit. I didn't even go study. She bought some shit. I was like, okay. That I definitely had as one of my lists. I ain't gonna say it, but I had a record on there as one of my lists for sure. But again, thanks everybody who came in and support. Thanks everybody who's supporting the gumbo battle, man. You know what I mean? DJ D Greatest is getting them following numbers up over there on Miss Cloud. Because D Greatest is so humble. You know what I mean? D Greatest just love playing music. D Greatest don't be telling folks to follow me and do all this stuff. Because that's just who D Greatest is. You know what I mean? The Greatest get in where he fit in and he, you know what I mean, play his records and shit, you know what I mean? And stand in his, you know what I mean, Dallas Cowboy hat and shit and just, you know, keep pressing the come on my nigga button and the Jamie Foxx buttons and all that. But that's my dog. I'm just fucking around. That's my dog. I'm waiting for my check, D Great. You about to get this slaughterhouse work of slander if I don't get my envelope, sir. You know what I mean? But nah, overall, D Great is doing a hell of a good job on these battles, how he's conducting these battles, how he's, you know what I mean, really, really driving the train on these things and making everything happen, as well as keeping us entertained in the battles. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to you, for real, for real. Jungle Brother said Mocha has had more cupcakes than anybody. Chuck was thinking with the wrong head, not yeah, for real. Oh man. But yo, oh, Docs, tell D Greater to stay round, not wound. You know what, Mocha Bella? You probably got to charge that to D Greater's grammar school and high school. You know what I mean? Sometimes the school system fails us as a kid. And, you know, it might just be catching up to D Greater's now. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's like D Great went to Eastside High in East Orange, New Jersey and shit. You know what I mean? Had Joe Clark as the principal, you know? You know what I mean? Do you want to jump off the cliff? Huh? You want to jump off the cliff? Yeah, you know what I mean? DeMarcus was outside, man, you know. DeMarcus was outside eating his Lucky Charms and shit, watching cartoons and shit. You know what I mean? Then go out and play a little football and shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, they was throwing up W's in the West Side over there when he was growing up and shit. You know what I mean? Oh shit. But yo, let me go, man, before I get in trouble. Jungle. Oh shit. Jungle said he was the one of the miscreants Joe Clark kicked out. Yeah. You don't want to be here? Get him out. Code 10. The enemy is at the door. Code 10. Code 10. The enemy is at the gate. Code 10. Oh, shit. Hey, I love each and every one of y'all, man. Peace, love, and blessings. Make sure y'all check out all the fine tuning here on Built for This Radio. Like, comment, subscribe, download the Roku and Amazon TV app of Built for This Radio. Make sure you follow us on that TikTok, Built for This Network, Twitch at Built for This Network, Twitter at WeBFTN, all of that good stuff, man. I love each and every one of y'all, man. I'm out of here, man. And God's will and God's blessing. I love each and every one of y'all.
Girl, DJ
you feel what I'm saying? I'm pressing wrong buttons and shit. My bad. I love y'all. Peace out now.
It's that Maznox Music.
Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. A nigga staying cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit, I'm just living life. Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. A nigga staying cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit, I'm just living life. Morpheus swag in the third dimension, no limitations. My thoughts are expensive. The devil trying to sabotage, but I handle business. Always had a weakness for half-naked women. No stranger to the concept of paradise. Drinking Dawn Perignon, this shit feels right. Boss mode forever, trendsetters. This the new era, spinning plenty of cheddar. Jersey playboy, I'm dope, I'm way better. Oh, this is chess, not checkers. Fly shit, another stamp on the passport. Lambo the same color as a motherfucking teleport. Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. A nigga staying cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit, I'm just living life. Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. A nigga staying cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit, I'm just living life. Courtside watching the Nets play the Heat. Young nigga preach, I stand out with the black sheep. Skills on fire, some burnt up fish grease. So I could care less about the gossiping. I'm important like humans needing oxygen. Peak game, putting points on the scoreboard. So handsome, I'm plotted on by these whores. Riding out, yeah, I'm on my high horse. Legendary shit, this I will die for. Empire State chilling on the top floor. So major, living large 40 acres. I take the money over being famous. Ahead of my time, y'all niggas outdated. I'm God's favorite, strip club connoisseur. Let the champagne pour, we could take a bath in it. Shiz round, treat the name, yeah, no gimmicks. Panoramic view of the world, man. Yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend. A nigga staying cool as the earth spin. Middle finger up, shit, I'm just living life. Panoramic view of the world, man.
Now streaming 24/7 on Roku streaming app. Also Amazon Fire TV. Hit the search bar, type in Built for This Radio. Also subscribe and follow us on YouTube at Built for This Radio. Twitch TV, Built for This Network. Mixcloud, Built for This Network. Twitter at WeBFTN. Also, we got advertisement. If you need to promote your businesses, email us at bftnadvertise@gmail.com. We are Built for This Network, for the strong, not the weak.